Okay, so I was starting to wonder, what's the longest someone has stayed up and not gone to sleep? Did a quick search, and surprisingly enough, so I found a bit of it on Yahoo, so let's check out the Yahoo site. Resolved question. What is the longest time someone has stayed awake with no sleep? Best answer chosen by asker. No, you cannot get the record now. As far as I know, they have removed that category as it is dangerous to the health of a competitor. 11 days of sleep, 11, 1, 1, will cause someone to hallucinate, as the brain's neurons starts to shut down or die out of rest deprivation. As time passes by, the brain itself would cause REM sleep if you don't get sleep. Also, true sleep deprivation, as far as I know, is yet to be done without the aid of sleep. Because even I have chronic insomnia and can stay awake for 5 days, but I am not without any sleep, because even when I think a blink was a blink lasts for 15 seconds. Sleep is needed, and the body will do everything to get it, even if it knows something bad will happen if you do go to sleep, such as in the streets. And the longest, I think, is 11. Sources based on chronic insomnia experience. Asker rating 4-star. You get the most and best information. I'd say after about 2 days of no sleep, you'd be extremely weak. Okay. 8 days. I've done it 3 different times. Once when I was 12, once when I was 17, and once when I was 19. I'm 20 now. I have a lot of difficulty sleeping. The last time was worse because I was going on a trip with 250 other people, and I'm talking way too fast. Mine was 36 hours, and I'm 16. 36 hours, decent. I don't know what the longest is, but I'm sure Wikipedia has it. If you want to get in the book and have them contact a lawyer. Not a lawyer, contact them, and they will send an agent to monitor what you are doing to make sure you don't cheat. I'm sure that after you broke the record, you'd pass out. But I've never heard of someone dying from lack of sleep. It isn't healthy, but death is no side effect. I've stayed up for 16 days. It was drug-induced, and I'm obviously not dead. But I don't recommend it. You'll have to get used to speed. Oh, you'll have to use speed to keep you awake. There is no way your body will stay up naturally for that long. Ever heard of the saying, "I'm so tired I can't sleep"? It's true. It really messes up your body's balance. Wow. Sources. No Spin Mama hit the nail on the head. I was a meth addict when I did that. Who's No Spin Mama? Okay. Someone previous. No Spin Mama. Who knows? Ask a meth addict. Okay. Minutes. Okay. Okay. No. 266 hours. Read the article below and think again. Okay. 266 hours. That'd be about 10 days. 10 and a half days. 24. No, wait, 240. That'd be 10 days. 240, that'd leave 26, which is 11 days and 2 hours. 11 days, 2 hours. 266 hours. Cornishman sleeps after 11 days, but he's in for a rude awakening. Sleeps for 11 days. Oh, sleeps after 11 days. After more than 11 days without nodding off, Tony Wright crawled into bed yesterday in the happy belief that he'd broken the world's sleeplessness record by 2 hours. But the poor chap was in for a rude awakening. His 266-hour feat of endurance will not feature in the Guinness World Records because it had stopped acknowledging such attempts for health reasons. His 266-hour feat of endurance will not be featured in Guinness World Records because it has stopped acknowledging such attempts for health reasons. Oh my gosh! The poor dude! Oh, you poor motherfucker! Oh my gosh! And to make matters worse, someone has already beaten Mr. Wright himself by a full 10 hours. Scroll down for more. Tom Wright stayed up for 11 days. Wow. The 43-year-old gardener finally closed his eyes yesterday for the first time since May 14th. Monitored by webcam and CCTV cameras at his local bar in Penzance, Cornwall, he sustained himself with a Stone Age diet of raw fruit and vegetables. He drank tea and, to pass the time, played pool. Mr. Wright believed that he was battling to beat a 264-hour record hours set by American Randy Gardner in 1964 as part of a high school science project in sleep patterns. Since then, Guinness has refused to endorse sleeplessness marathons because scientists say they can result in depression, dizziness, hallucinations, irritability, nausea, and loss of memory. But before the ban was enforced, there was time for Toimi Suini of Hamina, Finland, to set the new best 276 hours record. To set the new best 276 hours recorded in the Guinness Book of Records from 1995 until 1990. As father of three, Mr. Wright slumbered yesterday, a friend said. We have never heard of this. We have not come across it, and as far as we know, the only record was the one set by Randy Gardner. It is interesting, but has not cropped up in our research, and is not mentioned in any of the books about sleep and sleeplessness. Where was I? Mr. Wright prepared his insomniac bout by taking part in a sleeplessness trial at Manchester Metropolitan University in 1998, when he stayed awake for 5 days. I have 2 minutes left. I won't be able to fit this in. I'll put this as part 1. He says the results of the study showed that his physical performance, strength, stamina, and balance improved or stayed the same. And before hitting the sack yesterday, he added, I did this record to show that the accepted theory is wrong, and that the brain does not become less effective with tiredness. I believe that there are different sleep requirements for the 2 different sides of the brain, and as the left side becomes fatigued and loses its ability to stay in charge. What? Okay. Tony Wright insists that a person can stay awake for massive amounts of time with no adverse reaction. He said the Stone Age diet of raw food helped parts of his brain stay awake and remain functional for long periods. Okay, this is really boring. I feel pretty good. It's a bit of a slog, but I got there. People who attempt records should make sure their research is accurate, or they may be very disappointed. We do not have records for others' feats, such as sword swallowing. Wait, what's that? So the record's pretty much about 11 days, give or take. 11 to 12 days. If you can do 12 days, you beat the record. It's not recommended, though, so... 11 days! 12 days, that's a lot more than 1 day, 2 days.